Who in all of England, by the very furthest stretch of the imagination, could possibly be a vampire?
Count Dracula.
Well, maybe him.
Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of V Rising. And I promise this is going to be a very short video. It is now day 3 and we are cruising as a community through Act 3, and it has been an absolute blast. The Action RPG Patreon server, look how many people are playing. There's horses everywhere, there's castles everywhere, we have way gates everywhere, and every time I log on there's anywhere from 5 to 15 people playing. Last night was game night. We went through 3 or 4 different V-Bloods, having an absolute blast. I've got almost nothing but positive things to say about V Rising. And my castle, I'm sitting in my throne room right now, which continues to look better and better. Now, talking to my community and through my own experience, we wanted to make a little bit of a wish list video. Things that we wish were tweaked or changed for V Rising. And we had this list going, and then I decided, no, we're not going to do that. Let's just talk about our #1 gripe. I promise it'll be a short video. All right, I'm leaving the throne and entering my normal castle. Now, which has taken me a lot of work. Inside of V Rising, this game is 1/3 action RPG, 1/3 builder, and 1/3 survival. And in here, there is tons and tons of building you have to do. So taking point, we'll go to production. And let's say I want to build a leather working station. Now, I'm not going to build a leather working station because I already have one. But let's say I wanted to construct this. I will click on it and I will try to place it down, and it says I can't. There's not enough space. And then boom, I could put it here, but there's just not enough resources. So the game is telling me I cannot use this workbench, or I cannot place this down. All right, follow me for a second. Now this requires planks and leather. And if you go right here to my storages, you will see that I've got 625 planks. And right here, I've got 184 leathers. For anybody out there that plays a lot of these games, you already see where I'm going with this. And now I can easily place this workbench if I want to. Now, inside of this game, you have storage. Now, general storage, obviously you can put anything in. Right now I have random in here and skills because I haven't built their custom storages yet. But inside of this game, you do have custom storage. You've got material storage, you've got herb storage, gem storage, alchemy storage, tailoring storage, knowledge storage, consumable storage, weapon storage, armor storage, and jewel storage. So they are custom storage for the individual item. And that being said, when you go up to 1, you can only put, I can't put leather in here, I can only put planks. Just like right here, I could only put the leather in there because this is for them. Now, you are building and moving all the time. I'm going to take this one step further, okay? I'm going to go down to the main floor of my castle, and let's see, do I have anything cooking? Nothing cooking. Here we go. We made some sulfur. So, let me walk you through this. If I wanted to build something, I would have to go to the construct that was making said item. In this case, sulfur. Then I would have to go to my storage to pull the items out. Then I would actually construct the said workbench. Then on the workbench, I would have to go back to the storage or back to the production to pull the resources out to actually create the said item. So what is our #1 gripe, or I guess another way of putting it is, what is our #1 ask as an action RPG community? My community, please just allow us to craft from items in the material storage or in the custom storage. So if you have put the item in here, you can pull from it. Instead of having to transfer it onto said self to then walk over to it. It would be a it would be the #1 quality of life inside of V Rising. And honestly, most games do this, and I don't see why you wouldn't. Because It's not a skill thing. It's not a survival thing. It has nothing to do with anything like that. The way we look at it as, it looks like a disrespect of our time because it doesn't add anything. And you can't say, well, Aaron, this game is extreme realism. It's extreme realism. So you can't make the thing unless you are actually physically holding it. This game does not focus on extreme realism. There's no fall damage. You could transform into different... There's just lots of things in that. That is not this style of game, okay? I don't want to beat a dead horse. Number one ask from my community, allow us to pull from these storages, the custom storages, without having to put the item on said shelf. It would be the number one for my community. I'm done. Told you it was a super short video, and I don't want this to come across as negative. This has been one of the best games I have played this year, and honestly, it's a top 3 from fun factor from playing from the community. I'm done. Hopefully you're entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.